And understanding the cross through the lens of Old Testament sacrifice helps to explain another passage. In Isaiah 53, the suffering servant prophecy, Isaiah says that it was the will of the Lord to bruise him. He has put him to grief. When he makes himself an offering for sin, he shall see his offspring. He shall prolong his days. Now, the image there isn't of a passive recipient of the wrath of his father. It's of someone holy, willingly serving, doing the will of God, even when that will involves enduring the violence of evil men unto death. And here there's an added wrinkle in the Hebrew of Isaiah 53, which says that he becomes asham, a word which means both sin and sin offering or guilt offering. Think of it like the English word dusting, which can mean adding dust, like dusting for evidence, or removing dust, like dusting the furniture. Becoming asham, then you could literally translate that either as becoming sin or becoming the sin offering. But even if you translate it as becoming sin, that doesn't mean that the suffering servant becomes, murder or the embodiment of sin itself, nor does it mean that he's regarded as sinful. In fact, Leviticus 6 describes the asham as a thing most holy. And so when St. Paul says that the Father made Christ to be sin who knew no sin, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God, Paul's not saying that the Father literally made Christ evil or into the personification of evil, or even that he pretended that the good Christ was evil. He's saying that Christ is the suffering servant, the sinless sin offering, a sacrifice most holy. And Christ is forsaken in the sense that God allows him to suffer horrendous evils. But he's not forsaken in the sense of being an innocent victim of divine wrath or of the Father turning his back upon him.